Okay. Welcome back to another episode of CFB Enthusiasts, y'all. My name is Jimmy, and here with my boys, Pat and Jacob. Y'all say what's up?
What's up? What's up?
Very special episode today, college football playoff edition. Today we will give our preview and predictions of the upcoming first round playoff games. So excited to see those games unfold. Playoff games on home turf. That is something that excites me like more than anything. The environments are going to be crazy. The stakes are all time high. So it being at neutral sites takes a little bit away from the importance and the magnitude of it, just a little bit. But it games being on home turf for at least the first round is can't get any better than that. Yeah, we're going to give our predictions of the games this weekend. Then we're going to put all of those picks that we made in our bracket and um, tell you how our individual brackets are going to unfold. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the transfer portal, things that gotten crazy. We're going to talk about a little bit some of the winners, some of the losers, some of the big overall takeaways from the transfer portal so far. And we know there's going to be another window opening up later on, but whoo, guys, it's college football playoff week. How we feeling?
Yeah, I'm excited. I wish Oregon was
I'm
playing,
hyped.
but at the same time, I'm glad we're not. But I'm
I'm
hyped, bro.
hyped.
12-team playoff, Notre Dame, Indiana, 30-degree weather. Rumored to be wearing all black jerseys. So
Nope, they're not. They release it. It's the normal uniform pattern, just like different. It's the
disregard
same
that. Either
uniform.
way, I'm
Gold.
excited.
Yeah, facts. I'm excited too. It should be good. Bowl season's upon us. Got Cal UNLV on right now. Got the playoffs coming up this weekend.
Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky, James.
Not Western Kentucky.
Those are my perfect picks.
No, I'm excited, bro.
How are you feeling?
Huh?
How are you feeling about the playoffs?
3 o'clock on
Yeah, man.
Saturday.
Ready. How about we just jump right into this thing, man? First game
Here we go.
is in-state game that is kind of weird that these two teams never really play each other. They're both Power Four teams. They never really play in-state teams. Indiana going to Notre Dame in the 7-10 matchup. It's going to be, like Pat said, 30-degree weather, maybe 20-degree weather. Luckily, both teams are equipped to this weather, so that's not an issue at all for either team. How y'all feeling about this game? How is this game going to go?
I'm going to tell you what, both teams are physical teams. I think it's going to be a nice little cold, physical, like 20-13, 17-10 type of game. I think Riley Leonard's playmaking ability ends up being too much for Notre Dame. I'm sorry. Too much for Indiana. I feel like between him and Love at running back for Notre Dame, I just feel like they got too much firepower in the backfield. And that defense, man, that defense flies around. So I got Notre Dame winning this one. I think it'll be close for a while, but ultimately, I think the Irish win. And being at home, I mean, you got football Jesus looking over you. You know those fans are going to be rocking.
Yeah.
So.
Pat, shake your head, man. What's up?
You know me. I'm never buying into the Notre Dame hype. Don't get me wrong. Their defense is insane. Incredible. But so is Indiana. I feel like their defense is pretty slept on. I've been on their train most of the year. To compare basic things, everybody they played, take it back to our QB ranking last week. Listed above Riley Leonard. So I take Indiana on the upper hand on that. Both teams can stop the run. Like I said, Indiana's defense is slept on with Kamara off the edge. James Madison transferred along with their number one corner. Also from James Madison, Don't remember his name, but their linebacker. He's a stud. Probably one of the most slept on linebackers in the nation. Um, the biggest thing for me, Indiana has scored on 85% of their red zone trips.
Mm.
So they get inside the 20, it's almost guaranteed points, touchdowns, or field goals. And in these kind of games, points matter.
Pat, not to cut you off, but Jimmy, can you hear him?
It's cutting in and out.
Yeah, it's going like it's.
It was good in the beginning, but
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check, check. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, do I need to say it all or no?
Wait, what?
It's
Say everything or no?
it's doing it again. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's still cutting out.
Just hold it by your mouth. Just hold the mic. Try holding the mic. I don't know.
Is better like this?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
On that one, yeah.
Okay. Is it cutting in and out or no? It's good.
That was good. Yeah.
That was yeah.
So recap. I think Indiana will win. Just their defense is very underrated. Both teams can stop the run. James Madison transfers for Indiana off the edge in a corner, and one of the most slept-on linebackers in the nation. Both teams' defenses are legit. Rewind back to our QB rankings last week. I did have Curtis O'Rourke for Indiana ranked higher than Riley Leonard, so I take that upper hand. The biggest differential for me is that Indiana scores on 85% of their red zone possessions, field goal or touchdown. So points in these games are going to matter the most. So they can if they can finish off drives, that's fantastic. But they can just move the ball downfield inside the 20 and take some points. I think Indiana wins. I don't think it's a high scoring. Thinking like 24, 21, 21, 17, something around there. Neither team gets over 30, but neither team scores under 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Indiana, huh? Okay.
I'm a Big Ten guy now, so I got to go for my boys from the Big Ten.
I like that. This game for me, I think it's gonna be really interesting. I think the biggest thing to watch is how Indiana plays along the line of scrimmage. Now they have been pretty underrated when it comes to line of scrimmage, in my opinion, at least. I think they do have the number one rushing defense in the country. Now, granted, level of competition, we're gonna beat the drum till the cows come home, right? About who they played and whatnot. But hey, there's other teams out there that they play inferior competition and they give up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So Indiana, gets their credit there. But I think the thing that gives Notre Dame the upper hand here is the Riley Leonard factor. Now they do a lot of quarterback design runs, a lot of zone read stuff with him, a lot of QB power stuff with him. So he's an integral part of the running game. I think Notre Dame can be balanced enough to where they can get enough passing down the field. Now, one thing that I haven't liked all season with Notre Dame is they haven't developed any type of passing game all year long. Now, they've been able to get away with it with the schedule they had this year themselves, but that I think that might come back to haunt Notre Dame against stiffer competition defensively. Talking about Indiana, this is their second really biggest game of the year. Going back to the Ohio State game, I just kind of want to iterate the point. For me, I think that game was the score is a little misleading for me.
I agree.
That game was one off of two plays, and both of them were on special teams. It was 7-7 late into the second quarter, with 3 minutes left or something like that. They had the block, the muffed punt or whatever it was. The guy muffed the ball when it started raining. At the end of the second quarter, Ohio State runs that in 14-7 at halftime. I think they come out. Indiana 3-and-out punt. Caleb Downs takes it all the way back. Boom, 21-7. Crowd is in it, going crazy. All the momentum's on Ohio State's side. When they have all the momentum and they're a much superior and talented team, hey, that's
Let's
just
come back.
rule of the day, right?
Yeah.
That was a 14-point swing right there. The game was over just like that. Take away those 14 points, it's 24-15, and who knows what else could have happened in that game. Could have been a lot more interesting. So I think Indiana will show up a lot better this time around in a big stage. I think they do get their offense going in this game. They will learn from the mistakes of pass protection from the Ohio State game. Gave up a bunch of sacks, like probably 6-7 sacks in that game. I think they have a lot better of a game plan. However, I think Notre Dame's defense can affect them enough to pull ahead late in this game. So I think it's going to be a close game throughout. However, I think Notre Dame pulls away and they win 35-24.
I think I like that. Another thing that I just thought about while you were talking about the Ohio State game, they'll come out better. I know it's a different. Christian Gretty is a national champion at that FCS level, so he knows.
It's funny you
been
say
there.
that.
He's been there. He knows
Facts.
how to prepare week in and week out, how to get his guys focused. No disrespect to Marcus Freeman at all. He's a phenomenal coach, but he doesn't have that experience that Gretty has in the playoffs. And I know it's two different levels.
Hold the mic up.
I know it's two different levels of football, FBS and FCS, but it's still D1. Like, you still winning championships is not easy at whatever level. I'm interested to see how big of a factor that plays. Shout out Marcus Freeman, too, for his lucrative extension.
I want you to remember what you just said about Singretti. I want you to remember that, okay? Just remember that. Just remember what you said. Okay.
All right.
Because that'll come up later. That has nothing to do with Singretti, but it'll come up later with a different topic.
Okay.
Oh, I know where you're going.
Yeah.
It's okay. Go Ducks.
It has nothing to do with Ducks at all.
It
has nothing to do with Oregon whatsoever.
Okay, I want to know where you're going with this once we get there.
That's what I was talking about.
Next game, SMU at Penn State. Penn State whiteout game is going to be electric in there. Kind of wish it wasn't a noon game, but hey, it is what it is. I think Penn State actually impressed me in the Big Ten title game. Came up short, but they were able to go up and down the field, just not as efficient as Oregon, and no one has done that all year long. So there's nothing to, scoff at there. But I think Penn State is a really balanced team. I think they're a lot more consistent now on the offensive side than they have been in recent years. I think they're really finding out their identity and who they truly are. The Ohio State game was a tough one that they, a couple plays bounced their way. That goal line or that end zone situation at the end of the first half where the guy takes the ball out at the last minute and then they don't convert on fourth down late in the fourth quarter and they lose the game by a touchdown, right? I think they're learning from that experience. And I think Penn State presents a really bad matchup for SMU, and just in my opinion, they can fly around. They're very athletic. One thing I do really like about Kevin Jennings, I talked about this last episode, was his escapability and his ability to extend plays and still have his eyes downfield and make plays that way, and even using his legs to run for first downs.
Yeah.
I think Penn State can and will neutralize that come Saturday. And
so much speed.
Huh?
They have so much speed on the D line and the linebackers.
Harder, they're nice.
Clemson's defense is legit, but SMU hasn't seen a defense like they're about to see.
Exactly. I was just about to go there. This is by far the best defense they're going to see. So, and along with that, Kevin Jennings does have a tendency to turn the ball over a good amount. Trying to be the hero a lot of the times, but Penn State being at home, they're in a comfortable environment. It seems like Penn State never really loses games. What happened?
Happened.
UNLV just ran a fake punt on 4th and 7 for 47 yards.
Damn.
Sorry. You can keep going.
Uh, no, but I think Penn State's gonna feel real comfortable at home. They only really lose games to Michigan, Ohio State, and Oregon.
Mhm.
Pretty much it. You literally beat everyone else. I think they do take care of business. Allen and Singleton are going to have a big day, and they're going to stifle SMU's offense. Give me Penn State 31-14.
Yeah, I agree. If SMU cannot score early, if they can't score early, I think the game has a chance to get out of hand. Like if SMU can't, I'm gonna say if they can't get 3 touchdowns in the first half, it's got a potential to be like a 49 to like 17 game, 21 game potential. The only thing that worries me though is James Franklin in big games, man. I just him and Ryan Day are from the same fraternity of I'm gonna lose every big game possible.
Yep.
But
Yeah, I just
that
think
being said, I just think Penn State has too much talent. I think Abdul Carter is just gonna be too much for that SMU line. I got Penn State. I think it could be close. I don't know. I don't know. The score is gonna be tough because it can be a close game because SMU can score. But if SMU doesn't, they can get blown out. I know you can say, oh, that's any game, but I'm going to have to go. I'll go Penn State 38-20.
Okay.
I agree with everything y'all said. With the yeah, I think Penn State has no issue at all. I think when it comes down to it, head to head, you mentioned Kevin Jennings tries to play hero too much. Drew Allard does not turn the ball over.
That is true. That's very true.
He had, 4 or 5 picks on the year, which is one of them was against Oregon. It was a crazy ass interception in the game, and they had no choice. Like he looked like the Drew Allard supposed to be. That the hype was around coming in as the number 1, number 2 QB, depending on the site. Like he's legit. He has Josh Allen comp potential. I know that's crazy to say, but we saw the flashes against Oregon. Yeah, the defense all had the flu. But at the end of the day, the offense was efficient. I hadn't seen an offense do that to Oregon all year. I don't think they're going to have an issue with SMU. No disrespect to SMU. They had a great season. They're a good team. But I don't think Penn State's going to have an issue. Yeah, Oregon won the game, but their defense was stopping us. We weren't able to run all over them. So again, I take that. I put SMU in that game. Similar. I'm going like 35-14, 35-17.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're all clean sweep, Penn State.
Shout out Penn State.
There's no way I see SMU winning this game. There's no
Sorry,
way.
Mom. I'm sorry, Mom.
Shout out Penn State for having the easiest path to the semifinals in sports playoff history.
Yeah.
But never know what can happen. Never know what can happen.
It is Penn State, right? It is Penn State.
For what? Oh, yeah.
It is a game in the playoff.
Okay, cool. Next game, the 3:00 game. Clemson on the road at Texas. 5-12 matchup.
Hey, what time is Indiana?
Indiana's on
Friday night at 7.
Friday night?
Yeah.
We're close, man.
Holy shit.
We're close.
Oh, that makes sense because the NFL is Sunday. So Friday, Saturday. Are there 2 games Friday?
NFL's having Saturday games this week, too.
There's 2 Saturday games right in the middle of the playoffs.
That's weird.
There's Chiefs and Texans and Ravens Steelers.
Those are good matchups. Yeah.
Same time. They're at the same time as Clemson, Texas, and the same time as Tennessee, Ohio State.
Like, damn, why are y'all doing this to us? I'm prioritizing college football, but
Facts.
I don't have anybody in those games in fantasy either, so it doesn't matter. Those games on
those are some elite NFL matchups too. But
But back
anyway,
to the UT.
huh?
The spread is 12, bro. That's
For
ridiculous.
UT?
12 now?
Yeah,
Wow.
bro. If I'm a not if I am a betting man. If I was betting right now, I would hammer that spread for
Yeah.
like
I,
to,
I would
to
too.
Clemson.
I
Dude,
would too.
12 is a lot.
Nah.
Nah, that's 2 touchdowns, dog.
That's a
So
lot.
I know. I know.
That is a lot of points. My breakdown.
Yes, sir. Here we go.
So that the biggest matchup in this game for me is Texas's defense, namely front seven, against K. Klubnik himself. Now the
Yeah.
storyline's great. K. Klubnik coming back to Austin, went to Westlake, played against Quinn in the state championship game. Cade has some teammates that are on Texas, balling right now, by the way. Michael Taft, Ethan Burke, some of his teammates. That was an elite team. Damn.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
They were
Jaden
nasty.
Greenhouse is at game. He was their best receiver too.
Pick up the mic, dog.
Sorry, Jaden Greenhouse was their best receiver. He's at Notre Dame.
Oh, that he was there too? Damn.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, the biggest thing is, can we force Kate Klubnik back to his old ways? Can we force some turnovers from him? Right. We're
Yeah.
second in points per game. We're third in yards allowed. We're top 3 in takeaways. I think we can get him on a few takeaways. Shout out to Cade. He's taken care of the ball this season. Only I think 5 picks. Right. My question that I do have for the defense and Pete Kwiatkowski is who's gonna be that kind of spy guy to be on Klubnik. Now I don't expect us to spy him the entire game, but there's gonna be certain down and distances, especially third down and longs, to where we're going to have to spy the guy, right? Against A&M, I thought it was gonna be Anthony Hill spying Marcel Reed. We threw a wrinkle in there. It was actually Michael Taft spying Marcel Reed, and I don't think A&M was even expecting that. And we had a lot of success there, so it's gonna be interesting to see how we play that with Klubnik running the ball. Clemson loves their quarterback power, design runs. They love QB draw with Klubnik. They probably wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for QB draw against Pitt in the Pitt game.
Yeah.
We've done well against Marcel Reed, running quarterback. We've done well against Taylor Green. We kind of struggled against Pavia and them. That was a little bit of a different challenge, but
But he's the
we've
goat.
played running type quarterbacks. He had to go. My hero.
Yes, sir, Diego. If you see this, man.
The difference is though with Clemson and Klubnik is they have weapons that those other teams I mentioned did not have. The tight end Brenning Stool, Phil Maffa out the backfield, legit. Their wide receiver, I think Antonio Williams, legit. Wesco, legit. They got some ballers now. It's not nothing we can't overcome, but it's just a threat that we really haven't seen before, along with the running quarterback. So it's going to be interesting to see how we do there. The biggest question for Texas is going to be obviously the offense. We have 2 offensive touchdowns in
Bingo.
the last 8 quarters or something like that. So I don't know why the spread is almost 2 touchdowns. We haven't scored 2 touchdowns in 2 games worth, but the offense is what it is with Quinn at this point. It is what it is. I mean, Sark
Bad.
do his absolute best to maximize what we have, but we are just what we are on the offensive side. One thing I will give Sark, and one thing that gives me a lot of hope, is that, hey, we had 2 weeks to prepare. The track record on Sark is he is great when it comes to, preparation and leading up to big games. We saw what he did as OC at Bama, right? In other big games. The Georgian stuff was but he had a couple weeks to prepare for this game, right? And
Georgia was more so Quinn and Sark. It was good plays. It was just bad execution.
Yeah,
Bad
yeah.
play calling too.
Some of the
Not necessarily.
some of the play calling makes me want to
Dude, the play calling in that Georgia game was bad, Pat.
the
I like the whole
screen.
game.
It was bad.
Uh, the just look at the overtime itself, guys. The overtime.
Oh yeah, that shit was bad.
I think we had a dump out to the flat. And we had momentum. Then we had like a dump out to the flat, and we're just trying these goal balls. And I'm like, bro, we're not efficient at these goal balls.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think Sark can do enough for the Texas offense to get enough points. A big question for me is, can Clemson get to 20 points? Because
No.
that's what you're going to need to beat Texas. Can they get to 20? They could, but the two best defenses Clemson has played, 3 points against Georgia, 14 points against South Carolina. We're just as good, if not better, than both of those defenses.
SEC.
I think Texas does pull this game out. It's going to be a nasty game. It's going to kind of be similar to how we've been playing. Give me Texas to win 27-17.
Bang. Bang.
I like that. I like what you said
I
about
want to hear your take before I get mad.
who, me? Yeah, I was gonna go anyways. I like what you said about the offense, because to me that's the biggest question mark in this game is the offense. Like you said, 2 weeks to prepare. I don't think anybody prepares better in college football than Dabo Sweeney. Oh, that's a bad kid. But I don't. That Texas's offense right now just it's it's bad, and it's not even like it's just Quinn playing bad. Like you said, like Sark's play
No,
calls
it
are
is.
bad. No, it's both. Like Quinn, like Sark's play calls have been bad. Like I'll say this: the last couple of weeks, like watching Texas week in and week out, Sark's in-game adjustments are not good. He is not a good. I don't think he's a good in-game adjuster. I don't. Now that could change. It really could. But the A&M game, shut down, shut down, shut down, shut down, didn't adjust. Defense played well,
One.
17-7.
One thing
They
I want
won.
to stop you. I'll stop you right there. Okay, I do agree with Sark's play calling being super shaky, right?
Mm-hmm.
The A&M game, that goes to what Pat said. Or I don't know who said it, but that goes to bad execution right there for me.
Right.
And Quinn, that pick six in the red zone.
Bad,
Think
man.
about it. We scored 17 points. We got down to the red zone another time. We missed a field goal right before half. And then coming out in the second half, first possession, we go all the way down the field. We're inside the 10. Quinn throws a dumb pick six. We come back again with the ball. We go all the way down the field again, and Quinn fumbles it. We're in the 10-yard line again. He fumbles it. A&M gets the ball. And then the last possession of the game, we just run out the clock pretty much. But the A&M game itself, I will put that on Quinn being careless. But you are right about Sark in general.
I mean, in my honest opinion, Quinn Ewers opening first offensive drive of the Texas Clemson game, Quinn Ewers should not be starting. Quinn Ewers should have been benched a while ago. Like I think, dude, I'm sorry. I think Quinn sucks. His footwork is bad. His decision making is bad. His arm strength is mediocre. Like we said a couple of pods ago, Quinn is at the highest. Quinn is at his peak. Like he has reached his ceiling. Like
Yeah.
he's not going any higher. I really do think if Quinn comes out in the first half against Clemson and plays bad, and Sark doesn't make that switch, Texas loses. Like I don't think Quinn is the type of quarterback that wins you games. I think he's the type of quarterback that can lose you a game. I don't think he's going to win you games, but I think he can lose you games.
Exactly.
So who do you think's going to win?
I'm getting there. Texas's defense is not an issue like that. Like they are top 3, if not the best defense in the country.
Sure.
Like there is no doubt about that. Like, the defense is not the issue at all. Like I think the defense will be fine. I think it's going to depend on how well they hit on their blitzes. If when Texas blitzes, if they can get to Klubenek, like you're saying with the legs, if they can get to him, it's money. But if he can get out of that pocket and get rolling, I don't know. But I think the defense will be fine. Like I said, what worries me is that offense. I mean, to me, they've struggled with physical front sevens. I mean, you look at the games against A&M or the games against Georgia where you get these physical D lines and linebackers. I mean, they give up a lot of sacks. I mean, 16 sacks in 2 games against Georgia. Like that's bad. I think A&M had 4.
Everybody else.
Yes, Pat. I'm making my point, my dude. I understand Clemson's not fucking Georgia. I get that. They have a physical front seven. I mean,
You got it, dog. Keep rolling.
yeah. I think Clemson wins. There you go, Pat. Give me your take.
No, you were talking
No,
about the
go,
D-line.
dog. Go. Give me your take.
No.
Go for it.
I'm gonna need you to chill the fuck out, dog.
Go for it. Give me your take, dog.
But sorry, fans. But I think UT wins. Obviously, I'm a huge UT supporter. You did take my point out of my mouth.
I don't know. You keep cutting in and out. We can't even hear you.
Yeah, hold it up.
Who's
No.
better? Who's better, Jimmy?
No.
A little bit.
I do think UT wins. Took the point out of my mouth earlier.
I can't hear you.
I think Quinn has the first quarter to come out. If he doesn't,
You give him 1 quarter?
yeah, I don't think Sark has the bullshit.
Sark is really nice.
If he loses, one of the most talented teams and didn't make it bad. That's not really good for him. I think Quinn is. I'm a big Quinn supporter, but I think Arch has a factor that Quinn doesn't have. He can go out there and win you a game.
Yeah.
Facts. No, Archer's a dog.
Arch is down, he's gone. He can't do that. He can do it a little bit, but his ankle is not okay.
Yeah.
That plays a factor on him playing bad. Is the ankle hurts, you can't throw off of that. I don't know. I wasn't a quarterback, but I feel like it'd be hard to throw off of. I think he has a quarter to the first half to show he can play well. If he doesn't, I think the second half. I think he wins. I think the defense is too good. I think the defense will have a touchdown, and that'll be huge.
Yeah. He had
That'll be the deciding factor. I think their
a
defense the touchdown. Colin Simmons with the strip sack, Anthony Hill, something.
Yeah.
They'll take it back. The Andrew Wadabuka revenge game. So
Revenge game.
for the win, you imagine to seal
Now, you know what I really want? I want like it to be a close game, and then Clemson has the ball to go down to tie or win, and Klubnik throws a pick to Michael Taft,
it?
his high school
Their
teammate.
teammates. And then Michael Tapp runs over and throws the ball at his helmet. Can you imagine?
Oh man, that'd be a storybook. But yeah, Quinn has 1/2 to get it right. I think Sark, given the 2 weeks, he's already probably installed something for Arch just in case. Yeah, Quinn has one half to figure this out because it's do or die. SEC championship game is a little bit different because it's like you already know you're going to the playoffs, so you're trying to just figure it out right there. But in a one and done situation, you lose, you go home. We're playing nothing but quality opponents from here on out. Hey, you know what I mean? And Texas fans, if we get in the situation to where Sark does not pull a struggling Quinn Ewers, and we end up losing the game, oh, there's hell to pay for Sark.
Yeah.
There, he will have to answer some tough questions,
Yeah, for sure.
and he'll be put under a microscope moving forward, even with Arch being his starter next year. But um, do you think it's close, Pat?
Yeah. Clemson's good. They're like 24-17, 31-17.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. I don't know if they cover the 12-point spread.
That's a lot.
There's no
That's
way.
that's a
Like,
lot.
so I'm thinking, yeah, like 31, like 20, 24, 27, 17 around there. Thinking it might be up like 3, like I was saying, then a pick or a turnover on defense puts the game away, and either the defense takes it back or the offense drives down and seals it. Something. It's going to be close to the end.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to which QB makes the least amount of mistakes, and that's the only worry I
Yeah.
have with Quinn.
I mean, it's the 4th highest spread of all the bowl games.
That's crazy.
Like, Ole Miss over Duke is the highest at 14.5. That's fair.
I get that one.
Duke has no.
I would take Ole Miss to cover that.
Yeah, Duke has no quarterback.
Is Dart playing though?
Yeah.
Ole Miss's whole team is playing.
Damn.
Army's a 17-point favorite over Louisiana Tech. That's the highest.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because
Louisiana Tech in that upset.
They're
5-17, Pat.
They shouldn't be here, but you know how fucking excited they are. Army was probably like bummed out. So they're not.
Bro, not only how excited they are, they're literally playing at home. Like, it's literally in Shreveport, Louisiana. It's not home. It's not home,
to the moon.
but it's like an hour away from
That is
Montana.
crazy.
Any betting fans watching this?
And then the other is TCU's a 13-point favorite over ULL. Oh,
Really?
and Syracuse is 14 over Washington State.
Damn.
Come on, bro. No
Yeah,
Jake
Washington State's
Demeter.
down.
No John Mateer, no Jake Dicker, no OC, no offensive tackle, no wide receiver 2. I think he does.
Where'd he go? Oh, he went to Wake Forest. I didn't even know their coach
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, Jake Dicker left this
Dave
morning.
Clawson resigned yesterday,
Okay. Damn.
which is kind of weird.
Yeah, Jake Dicker went to Wake Forest, and then we know the OC and John Mateer went to OU, and then Chris Hudson was their number 2 receiver. He just committed to Arizona today. I think their running back 1 is in the portal as well, and they have like the number 2 offensive tackle in the portal.
Yeah, he'll be learning how to peel crawfish here soon.
Really?
Okay, guys. Last game of the first round of the playoffs. The biggest game, the nightcap. Tennessee at Ohio State. What y'all think?
I got 2 words for you. I got 2 words for you in 2 different sections. Rocky Top and Ryan Day. Ryan Day is not winning this game. I'm sorry. They're just not. Like, they might as well just go ahead and start bringing up the podium to let Mike Vrabel have his introductory press conference.
The athletic director already said that Ryan Day is absolutely coming
nice.
back regardless of what happens.
Nice. We've all heard that before, dog. If Ryan Day goes at home in the shoe and loses to Tennessee in a playoff game with a $22 million roster, he's done. Coming off a loss to a 7-5 Michigan with a walk-on quarterback and you couldn't score 2 touchdowns, yeah, he's done.
To be fair, I think Tennessee, so.
Yeah, I have Tennessee as well. That defense is just so elite. And I think Dylan Sampson's a dog. I think Nico will make plays. I think Ryan Day's a horrible game planner, a horrible head coach, and I think him and Will Howard were a perfect connection to fail together. Like, they were made to go down together. Like I told you, man,
this is some next level hating, bro.
If there is a million Ryan Day haters in this world, I'm one of them. If there's 100 Ryan Day haters in the world, Why is Ryan Day on my TV screen right now, dude? As I'm talking about him. Oh my! Hey, they're talking about Tennessee, Ohio State. Yeah, so that's the stat. That's the stat I saw the other day. They would be the fourth team in the last Ohio State's the fourth team in the last 20 years to allow 10 or less points per game on defense. The other three have all won the national championship.
I'll be
Wow.
the odd man out.
Yeah. You know why they'll be the odd man out? At least after all this, at least Ryan Day will have a lot of time to look for loopholes.
I want to know where the host is at. Bro,
I don't
like
know why the
first thing he says after the game, I'm like, bro, really?
Dude, the fact that he had beef with an 80-year-old man is just crazy.
That shit is hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
Ah!
it is. But yeah, I got Tennessee. I got Tennessee winning this one like, I don't know, 24-10, 24-13, something like that. So
17-14. It's close. It's low scoring.
what did you just say? You say 14-13?
21-14 or 17-14. It's in a
Wait, what
competitive
score
level.
did you say?
Oh, my bad. 20. Yeah, I think like 21-17 or 21-14 or 17-14.
You said Tennessee, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow, I'm surprised y'all honestly went with Tennessee.
I debated on that game back and forth. I watched Ohio State play. I know they're legit. Their defense is legit. They have one of the best running back duos in the nation as well.
Do they? Do they?
Yes.
Or do they have one of the best
Yes.
running back duos in the nation by name recognition?
No.
So I think that comes down. I think honestly that's Chip Kelly's fault.
Yeah.
No, yeah, their running back duo.
He's had
Went
an insane
away from my star.
duo. Like he had in Oregon. He's running a completely different offense. That offense was derived there.
No, their running backs are an insane duo. Like I think the only way for them to win the game is just to feed them. Like I don't think Will Howard's gonna beat the Tennessee defense. I don't. I think the only way Ohio State wins is if they feed the running backs, control the clock, and play defense like they play defense. Like if Ohio State's gonna win, it's gonna be like a 10-7 or like a 13-10 type of game.
Now you're convincing me to maybe change my pick.
There's no need because it's not going to happen. I mean, Will Howard's going to make a mistake, and Ryan Day is going to do something dumb.
I got a question for y'all. Are we trusting Nico?
He doesn't lose games. That's my only thing.
But what if it's in a situation where he has to win it?
I think I'm trusting Josh Heupel to put Nico in good positions with good play calls.
Because he doesn't have the best stats on the year, but they haven't been losing aside from Arkansas. Who else they lose to Georgia, right?
Yeah, but Nico also doesn't turn the ball over.
Yeah,
He only has 5 picks as well.
He only has 15 touchdowns. Like 12 of those came against.
I don't know.
I do see. That's why I'm reconsidering changing Ohio State because the running back tandem you don't have to go for 300 yards.
Except the SEC is superior. But Pat, the SEC is superior to the Big Ten, so.
No.
I think Ohio State's game plan is going to be obviously to load up on Dylan Sampson, but that's hard to do with Tennessee's offense, right? So there's no denying Ohio State's front seven, but with how Tennessee plays, that can be neutralized.
Yeah.
You know what I think is the X factor? Like you said, like if they load up the box or stop Dylan Sampson, I think Nico's legs become an X factor because he can move. Like
he can.
I mean, seriously, like if they're loading up the box, like let's say you go through the first quarter and they're loading up the box. I mean, shoot, hit him with the read. Hit him with a read. Like
hit him one
time. Bite. Yeah, one time, and then after it works for 20 yards, now they got to play Nico honest for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Or even come out and do it in the first drive, and now they got to play honest for the rest of the game.
You know, man,
So
if I was Ohio State, I'd honestly just run the Wildcat with the two running backs the entire game. No, I'm just kidding. Will
You know
Howard's
what?
not bad.
Howard have a big game.
Yeah.
The world's against him. Everyone thinks he's the worst quarterback. Um,
I did have him at
yeah.
yeah, that was kind of crazy, bro. Like he's definitely not 11. Like I think I had him at like not like 8.
I had Riley Leonard at like 10.
Yeah, no, you also had Gunnar Stockton at 6. So like, and he's played a half of football in the last year.
I
We'll see.
think I think Ohio State finds a way to pull this out. It's gonna be a nasty one. I think 24-7 they pull it out, man.
Don't change my pick.
It's gonna be a tough one though, because Tennessee has like the perfect team dynamic that beats an Ohio State.
Yeah.
Really tough D line, really tough running game. What type of teams have Ohio State lost to since COVID? Teams that have a really good D line, really good run game. Oregon 2021, Michigan 4 straight years, um, and they lost to
But
Georgia and Oregon again. So
You
don't forget,
know,
don't forget about 2020 when Bama beat the brakes off of Ryan Day in the Natty.
yeah, I felt so bad for Justin Fields, but yeah,
Bro, yeah, me too. Because
he
I
did all
like
he.
Justin. Yeah,
Yeah.
that game against Clemson, whew, in that semis,
Yes. The bombs to Olave.
bro. That's yeah.